Excellent linebacker that would be starting for most teams.
Crowd is responding to what's happening at Shea. And they're reacting to the Mets as Schrader goes deep for Clark, and Clark makes the catch and gets down to the 5-yard line where Mark Collins got beat and finally makes the tackle. So they're happy about the Mets at Shea and not too happy about what just happened here on a 49-yard reception by Clark.
Single coverage, the rookie from Cal State Fullerton, Mark Collins, in against Gary Clark. And Collins did not even know until that moment that ball was thrown. But he was trying to play catch-up with Gary Clark, who can really fly. He's not big, 5'9", but he put the sprint on and ran right by the rookie Collins.
First down from the 32-yard line. And Schrader fires. Nice pass. It's Clark who makes the catch, and he has a first down. Mark Collins, the soft coverage on the play, but Clark was right there reading the marker, gets the first down, and stops the clock. 1:37 to go.
Gary Clark, 5'9", 170-pounder. For this year, 33 receptions, another big year. He works so well with Art Monk. Truly gifted receiver on the other side.
Didier in motion, and that's Rogers behind him. Fake to George, and going deep on the first play of the half, and it's caught at the 43-yard line. A nice catch by Gary Clark, who was one-on-one with Mark Collins.
The Giants come with the blitz, and that means you're going to get single coverage, and a good read by Jay Schrader. He looked up, saw it instantly, knew he was going to have the individual coverage, and he had Clark on Collins. Clark has beaten Collins now on a couple of occasions, and once again, had Schrader put that out just a little farther, that would have been a 6-pointer. A couple times now he has underthrown Gary Clark in what could have been touchdowns, and that underthrowing it by about a yard allows Collins to make up the distance between them, and they are talking about something now down on the field. I think we're going to get a check from the book from Jack Reeder, the replay official who is upstairs and working tonight, to see if this is a catch, whether he trapped it or not, had control of it, and we should have the verdict in a moment.
Looks like a catch to me. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. And out to the 28 goes Gary Clark for a gain of 5. Well, this is the big test for Washington. 6-1 coming in, and again they had played the exact schedule the Giants had, the difference being they beat the same teams except Seattle. Schrader over the middle, wide open is Clark at the 35-yard line, and he takes it to the 32. Now the Giants, we mentioned before, had not given up a touchdown in the third period until tonight. They've already given up one, and now the Skins have moved it to the 33 with 5:20. Clark has caught 5 passes now for 118 yards for the Giants, who lead by 10, but the Skins are very much back in it. Schrader, and wide open is Clark. Touchdown. As the Giants, with a major malfunction in the secondary, Welch was in the area, but he got by Williams. Williams may have been the man left hung out to dry, and Clark wide open and in for the score. And Parcells is really upset.
You could never know until you could talk with him, but Perry Williams up there and passes him off. He obviously is thinking zone. Welch, who has come in for an injured Kenny Hill, is not back there in the zone position where, in all probability, he should have been. Gary Clark has been all over the ballpark tonight as the Giants have concentrated on a brilliant receiver, Art Monk. Gary Clark has absolutely run wild.
And the Giants malfunctioning in the secondary, and the Skins are within 3. 4:12 to go in the third. The Washington Redskins with 2 quick touchdowns, coming within 2:45. Clark making it 20-17, and there's Taylor. He's doing his job, but the secondary ain't, and that's why he's angry.
He was really upset with that blown coverage.
And nobody was there for Clark, who made the catch and went in for the score, and that got him right back in it.
All taking about 2 minutes and 35 seconds in a game that had really been dominated by the Giants.
Monk in motion with Clark wide to the right. line. Taylor says no, but the officials say yes.
And it was a yes. And Gary Clark is having a great night. Let's watch him once again. He's small, 5'9", 170-pounder. And he breaks inside Collins. This time, Collins was in the zone. Clark found the opening, pulled up. Schrader was right on target, and they get the first down inside the 20. Good read by both Schrader and Clark.
Schrader over the middle. It's Clark again. Breaks a tackle. Down he goes at the 13. He's 4 yards shy of the first, but he's put him in a position to tie the game.
That's exactly what they wanted. They would have taken something even a little smaller, but they go back to the man who has given it to him all night long. And again, the offensive line giving Schrader the time to throw the football. That was the key to it. Welch was there, but it was a good effort by Clark to find the opening.
Meanwhile, the Giant defense will have to think about containing Gary Clark, who's had a huge night, where he's caught 8 for 196 yards. And in the midst of what figures to be a furious Washington rally, or an attempt anyway, Gary Clark is closing in on the Redskins' all-time record for receiving yards in a game, which is held by Art Monk at 230.
You don't want to think too much about Gary Clark and forget about Art Monk.
That's right.
He is a man that can take it all the way from anywhere on the field. But here is Gary Clark. He's been the main man tonight on the receiving end of a fine night by Jay Schrader.
And then there's Clint Didier, who has made some very big catches this season as well. On 2nd and 10 to Clark, who gets free underneath and hit down at the 45-yard line by Carl Banks. First down.
But the clock continues to move.
First down at the 46. For Clark again. He's free again at the 37-yard line. He's having an amazing night. 10 catches for Clark. And we'll total it up, but right now the more important thing is this drive. But Clark is close to a record. At the 37-yard line, Schrader has to stop the clock and does. There it is. By the way, the NFL record is 309. Stephon Page, Kansas City against San Diego last year. 3rd and 15. Over the middle at the 30, it is Clark again. Amazing. He's just set a Redskins record, but it's 4th down and 3, and Washington has to use a timeout. 11 catches now for Clark. He's put his name in the Redskin record book. A tremendous night, but it's still 4th down and about 3.5 to come.
This was the best catch of the night. He has been spinning defenders around all night. He has been making good catches, but watch this one. See Schrader in trouble, moves to the right to give him a bit of a passing angle, and he comes down with it. That's an amazing grasp and an amazing night for Gary Clark out of a tiny little college. James Madison came to the Redskins out of the USFL a year ago. Had a tremendous year. Last year, 72 receptions, but look at him now, 240 yards on the night.